All right. All right, peoples. Yeah. Back to report. Leaving the Guitar Center right now. Got me some good intel. I met a dude who was named Bruce, who was like really helpful. I don't know if he looked like the manager type. He looks like he was running the floor. Just hitting him up with different questions. Man, he gave me some other options because right now my credit score is not so good. I need to work on that. Something I really never paid much attention to over the years. It's not like I was totally delinquent on everything. I've always paid. I just never really paid attention to the whole credit game and how to build your credit up. That would have came in handy for my keyboard because I would have just financed it and then just started building my channel up with some music and started just roll out the gate going. You know what I mean? And making some payments on the keyboard as I move forward. Well, he told me there's a leasing option that doesn't require a credit check. And so being that right now my phone, this is how tight I am money-wise. I have some other money I'm trying to position to pay my phone bill, and my bill didn't get paid, obviously. It took some money, and I thought something else was going to hit. I was waiting for some stuff to hit. Didn't come through yet. Which, I'm lucky I can still make calls on my phone. I don't know, maybe because they only paid like 29 bucks towards the bill. I owe another like 80 something. Don't worry, guys, I will get it paid. But in the meantime, it did shut off my data service. So when I'm out and about like I am now, I'm so used to jumping online to do stuff, to get info, that I needed to fill out the leasing forms. Nope, couldn't get online on my phone. I was like, okay, I'll come in tomorrow. I'll have to go online, I have to go get my information this time, make sure I have it ready on me, come back tomorrow, jump in there and sign up for this deal, see if I can do the leasing arrangement. Because then it says, obviously for the least amount, if I pay it off in 3 months, the most I would pay over the top of the cost would be like, I think he said 50 bucks. But if I take a whole year, it'll just cost me way more in interest, which is the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, I was already planning on buying it in a couple months myself, out of pocket, without this whole GoFundMe or, help me, help you. But at any rate, this is again another option. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can do a leasing option. They might have a little bit on the down payment for it, and then schedule a payment over the next 3 months to pay it off. So that could work. We'll see how that goes, y'all. The other thing I found out about actually using one of their rooms is they used to rent out their rooms for people to come in and play their music and stuff like that. But with the whole new pandemic rules and things like that, they have they would do it, but right now they're not, because they do got a lot of people taking lessons, which is good to hear. A lot of people are practicing their instruments, trying to get it down. They're all into it. I'm happy to see that. I love seeing that. As a result, it keeps them busy because they have to sanitize the room after each use. And just to rent it out for use is a lower cost. They're getting more pay for getting someone in there to take a lesson. So I can see where, because of the pandemic thing, because of that and the requirements to sanitize, it raises that overhead further. They probably before would normally clean it, maybe not after every single use, but maybe at the end of the day, like you do in your normal business, you clean in the morning, clean at night. But now the sanitizing requirements is like after every single use, so that stuff's not spreading, germs aren't spreading. Which even without the pandemic, that is kind of nice to know that things are getting cleaned that often. You're like, oh man, this thing was just cleaned. But then maybe that might raise the rates, but they're just so busy. That's all it is. They got so many people taking lessons that's not even worth it for them to rent out the room for me to just play. So you will see a recording of me playing on my keyboard. I'm going to post some of that stuff. I got some good stuff going on, even with the background noises on the keyboard I want to buy. So I was able to do that. I was able to find out about the prac rooms, and I'm thinking maybe another place might actually be different than Guitar Center. They might be less busy and therefore might be hard up for more cash and be like, you know, we're willing to rent out a room just to make a little extra buck. You know, they'd be like, oh, sanitized laws, I can just quickly wipe it down after you use it. I'm just going to be playing the piano. I'll show them. It's like soft music, probably easy. Just wipe the keys and you're done. You know, I don't know what else they have to do to sanitize the room. But just a quick update on everything that went down over there. Got to mess around with the keys, with the roll. Oh, another important thing happened, and that's what I like about doing these video logs now. It's going to help me keep track of myself. I'm sort of a video audio guy. Video, audio. I love watching movies. I learn a lot by just video audio versus reading a book. And some people are better at book learners, you know. So this kind of stuff where I'm creating this video feedback for me, this is gonna help me a lot. I'm gonna be like looking at my videos, going, oh yeah, that's right. You met Bruce. I met another guy named Stephen G who was working back with the keyboards. He was a really cool guy, helpful. And so I might actually be able to mark down my current price, even though my goal for my GoFundMe is $1,500. I mean, I can still raise it, but I realized I was guesstimating how much it would cost to add like the pedal and the chair, the bench, and the stand. Well, I don't really need a bench. I can still use my chair that I use for my reaction channel. I could use that chair. I don't need to get a bench because the stand itself is going to be $79. So $1,300 plus $79 plus tax, that's already $1,400. And the pedal that I was using on that keyboard, it was nice to find out that they actually come with a pedal. So it comes with that pedal. So I'm good with the pedal. I don't need to worry about paying extra costs for that. So really about $1,400 is all I would technically need. If I wanted to add a speaker just for better sound, you know, that's a little bit more. It's $129, $179, so it'd be close to another $150 to $200 for that, which would put me up at $1,600 or $1,550, right? So I figured, you know, I don't need the speaker. It has inboard speakers on it, which is a nice thing about this stage keyboard that I'm looking at. So we're good with that, man. And then Stephen G, man, this was kind of another thing that I was thinking about that actually materialized, which I thought is cool. Anytime, like you said, it's law of attraction, you start bringing it in, you start talking to the universe, it starts talking back.